Hello everybody, my name's Alex and welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Cryptos. Today I'm going to be talking about crypto storage wallets and everything you need to know to get that started. I've been involved in crypto now for the last 5 years and I've invested in over 100 different cryptos. And in that time I've picked up a few tips and tricks that I'd like to share with everybody, including today's topic. I've also created the essential guide, the essential free list of everything every beginner should know as basics to get started. And this free list is available for anybody who wants it, and all you have to do is comment down below, send me the free guide, and I will get that over to you straight away. So today's topic is all about storage wallets. So if you're watching this video, then hopefully you've made that first purchase and somewhere on an exchange you have your crypto sat waiting. And like most people, you're wondering, should I leave it there or should I move it somewhere else? And the simple answer is, you have to decide on your level of security. If you bought, say, £5 or $5 or something like that, then maybe you can leave it on the exchange. But if you bought more than that, or what you would consider to be a substantial amount, then it's probably a good idea to think about moving it. Exchanges are fantastic at allowing you to buy cryptocurrencies, but the reality is that they can get hacked and you can lose everything that you bought if you are very unlucky. So, to help yourself out, the best thing to do is move it somewhere else. And you have two very simple options. One is called a software wallet and one is called a hardware wallet. And they do have some slight differences. So I'm going to break that down for you and tell you all about them. So now you've decided to move your crypto, the easiest route is to pick something called a software wallet. You might also hear it called a hot wallet. The reason for that is that it's very easy to transfer backwards and forwards very quickly. The reason it's called a software wallet is very simple. If you're using your computer or your phone to buy a cryptocurrency, you can download an app or a web extension for your computer to allow you to interface with the exchange and your crypto and swap them backwards and forwards like a bank account almost. The software wallet can be downloaded just from the Google Play app or the Apple App Store, and you can have it on your phone. When you come to set these up, there's going to be some very important things that you need to be aware of, which are your private keys and your address, your wallet address. So the way a software wallet works is that all your information is still online. So that means that it's stored on the blockchain, and because you're interacting with your phone and computer all the time, you're connected to the internet, that means that you've always got open access to your cryptocurrency. So personally, I do store things on hot wallets, on software wallets, but not huge amounts. That's what I use a hardware wallet for, which I'll come to in a second. So if I had some funds available I might want to send to friends or family, or I might want to exchange should prices go up or down, then having it on a hot wallet means that I can basically pull out my phone anywhere I'm stood and I can transfer it backwards and forwards. And just like you've got a bank account probably and you transfer money backwards and forwards, you have an address for your wallet and you have something called a recovery phrase or a seed phrase. This is the most important thing about all these wallets that you're going to collect. And you don't have to have lots, you can just have one. Depends how much cryptocurrency you have. Personally, I like to spread mine around in different areas so they don't have a lot in one place. But that's up to you. You can make that decision based on what you're investing. So on a hot wallet, you've got a seed phrase Okay, so when you set up your wallet, you're going to have a 12 or 24, it's effectively a password, but they are words all in a line, and they are unique words in a random sort of order. So it literally can be anything. When you set one up, you'll realise what I mean. And this has to be stored by yourself somewhere. Most people will probably write it down on a piece of paper or in a book of some description and put it somewhere safe. So obviously a safe would be very safe, but anywhere that you deem to be safe obviously is also acceptable. Some people go to then the next level, the extreme level of having it on sort of on a metal print, so you can have you can buy something where it's rather than a piece of paper or a pen, it's engraved on metal and it's saved, so it's waterproof and fireproof. So good idea, again, if you have a large amount invested. But for most people, you will duplicate it. So for example, I've got it duplicated, so it's in multiple different places, so if I need it, it's available. Okay, so you might need it if, for example, you were using your phone and you broke your phone, you lost your phone, and you need to reset these things up. It would be a recovery phrase, and you can pop that in nice and easy. So that's enough about the security side. The wallets themselves, again, for anybody who's really new to this, you'll be understanding that there's these different cryptocurrencies that have different blockchains that they run on. It's kind of like different software for your computer, you know, like Apple uses Apple software, Google uses Android software. They're just slightly different. And the wallets have to be able to support the cryptocurrency that you have bought. So if you bought Bitcoin, you need a wallet that will support Bitcoin. If you buy XRP, you need a wallet that will support XRP. Okay? And the great news is that there are some wallets that just support most of the cryptocurrencies that are out there, but there are some wallets that only support a few. You'll generally find if you want to store your Ethereum wallets are generally quite unique and they'll have their own, there's quite a few Ethereum wallets out there. But if you're investing in things like XRP or XLM or HBAR, you'll find that they collectively fall under an umbrella, and most wallets will support all these different cryptocurrencies that you can buy. So I like to use wallets that do provide lots of different cryptos all in one place. So really popular ones that are available out there, and please do your own research and have a little look. But the Exodus wallet, fantastic wallet, very easy to use. The Trust wallet, brilliant again. You can get all the different varieties of crypto on there, really helpful. I like to use an exchange called BitGet, which is an exchange that's really got sort of like a massive amount of different cryptos available on there, and they have released their own wallet too. And you can just interface with your wallet, you can link them together so that it's just a seamless exchange. You can buy it and put it straight in the wallet and it's in there, and you can exchange it straight back out. So it's really no fuss. So that's a great thing to do. And then it really is just your choice. So there are lots of other different wallets. Solana may use a Phantom wallet. Ton Exchange, which is like the Telegram one, they would use the Ton Keeper. There's a lot to kind of find, but just look for the crypto you would like to buy, the crypto you'd like to move onto a wallet, and then just work out what they support. Does it support the crypto that you'd like to put on there? So once you've done that, you can decide if that's enough security for you. And it may be something that you can do while you're waiting for a hardware wallet. So this is a slight difference now. So a hardware wallet is like it suggests. You're going to get a piece of hardware, and they often look like USB, like flash drives and things like that. They're generally quite small, but it depends on what you buy. Some do have like a little screen on them, some have fingerprint access on them, but it's an external device. And what that means is that when it's storing your private address and your private keys, so your seed phrase, it's storing them offline. So that means that they are much more secure. It means that you're going to be able to, sleep a bit easier, especially if you've got a large amount on there. But again, you've still got this seed phrase that you have to remember and you have to keep safe. Okay, so again, back to what I said before, you're going to need to store this somewhere and keep this available. So if you ever need to back it up, you can do. Because if you lose these seed phrases, so this 12 or 24 word phrase, unfortunately there is no getting it back. It is just going to be what it is. So that's why I personally like to spread it out over multiple different places and store the codes and the passwords down in multiple different places, just in case. So yeah, so that's really it, to be honest. You've got to choose which one you would like. Oh, so the hardware wallets, so just a few great places to go. So you've got Ledger. Ledger are fantastic. They are like the industry leader. I personally use the Ledger, but that you can use whatever you like. Trezor do a really fantastic one that's really popular. There's one called Keystone and one called Decent as well, just to name a few. But you have to buy them online. Always make sure you buy them from the manufacturer, and please don't think about buying a second-hand one off somebody on eBay, for example, because you do not know what you are going to get there. So please make sure you buy a brand new one from the manufacturer. That probably is most of what you need to know at this point. Again, these videos are aimed at sort of trying to introduce to all these different areas and what's available, but they all work very similarly, and if you've logged on to any financial accounts or PayPal accounts or anything that involves transferring money, your own bank account, you just have to set them up to begin with, and they're all fairly straightforward. You just have to decide on which one's the best one for you. So I think this is a good place to end the video for right now. So if you do have any questions though, please reach out in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to help you with anything at all. And if you would like that essentials list that I've created, then again, just comment below and I'll get that over to you straight away. It really is just a great little bit of information that will get you started on your journey. So enjoy the experience. Please just go into it emotionless and have a great time. And the world of cryptos is not going anywhere, so we might as well just learn together, share this space and just enjoy it. So that's all from me for now. Take care, and I'll speak to you very soon. Cheers, bye.